This is Heavy 101. The Heavy class is the biggest and slowest class in the finals, with the most destructibility, while also being known as the most tanky class because it has the most abilities that can take damage, allow you to survive more damage. As a Diamond Heavy, I feel like I can speak on this a little more in depth than the other classes, but the RPG will be your best friend. The RPG is every Heavy's favorite tool. It's really easy to use, it's just a big AoE explosion, and it has very little learning curve while also being able to blow stuff up. So it's very fun while also being very good. Now, there's one issue with the class currently, which is your starting weapons. The M60 is very bad. It feels like you're shooting marshmallows beyond 5 meters. It does have 70 rounds, but those 70 rounds don't really matter because it doesn't fire fast enough or do enough damage with each bullet for it to feel like it does a lot of damage per mag, and it has a very long reload time. Now, it is very important to note that the Sledgehammer is also in the class, which is probably the second strongest melee weapon in the game, and it is very useful against lights, especially because it'll one-shot a light on its right click, which is basically a big charge up. Another one of your best friends will be Charge and Slam. It depends if you're playing ranked or not, because currently the ranked meta does not include Charge and Slam, but that is a more in-depth kind of thing. Your best friend will be Charge and Slam in pretty much everything but ranked, because it is a high damage, high destruction, and especially good for cash out defense. You should unlock the Lewis gun. The Lewis gun is basically just a better M60. It has slightly less bullets, but it does more damage per bullet with a faster fire rate, more accuracy, and less damage fall off at range. After that, you will want to unlock Dome Shield, because it is a Heavy's second best friend, allowing multiple different ways of escaping, shooting while you also have extra cover. It's very strong and is a must-have for any Heavy. Tip 1. If you take a one-on-one, you should win that every time. You have more health, and your guns do a really good amount of damage. Now, there is a few exceptions. For example, if you're using Sledge or Spear and they're 20 meters away, you shouldn't take that one-on-one in the first place, but if you do, you're probably going to lose it. Another exception would be if you start on lower health, so you're already damaged going into it, especially against a light who does incredible damage, you will sometimes lose that. A little more depth on any specializations like Goo Gun, Winch, or Charge and Slam, I have a video on each of those, and if you want more in-depth on the weapons, I have a video on each of those. Shameless plug.